Hey, this is JD with a video reply for You Eat Waffles in the Adafruit forums. This is about the crossfader. So I've taken my American DJ turntable mixer apart. The feather fader, the crossfader, the feather fader was kind of dying, so I would have had to look at it sometime anyway. So I pulled it apart after your question about crossfaders, and I thought I might just quickly go through how it works on this mixer. So that's the fader, and if you I might just flip it over. It's probably difficult to see, but if you can count there's 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon tracks, and 2 of those are connected in common. So the track up this end that's got the 2, you can see that's common to the middle pin of the connector, and they're the outer 2 tracks on the fader inside, the carbon tracks inside, and I think they're carbon tracks, and the other 2 are the 2 channels, and that's just on the 2 other tracks. So it looks like instead of just mixing from one to the other, it's actually just attenuating one signal or the other. And this is sort of on the output of everything. So if I go through the rest of the amplifier just quickly, you'll be able to see that. I'll just take the plate off. So there's the 2 channel levels there, channel 1 and channel 2. There's the hamster switch to change from 1 on the left, 2 on the right, or 2 on the left and 1 on the right. And the Q switch, and bass treble, the high, middle and low cut-in, cut-outs, the Q level mic and the master on the right. And down here you can see that cable that connects to the feather fader, and if I flip that over, you can see that middle pin does in fact, I'll just tell you that big fat track around the edge is ground, and the left and right channels go off into the hamster switch, and so I'll just come back out here again. That terminal there and that terminal there is from the channel faders, and up here's the other side of the channel volumes. And if you follow those tracks up, or just follow one, maybe this one here on the right, if you follow that all the way up, you'll see it goes to these 2 here, and on the other side of there are some coupling capacitors, and if you follow those tracks even further up here, they go into a single inline chip up here, and I don't know if you can see, I'll just flip it over. Maybe the one on the other side is better, easier to see, but sort of looking down in there, I haven't got very good light here, sorry. And of course if I move the camera closer it's even worse, but just down in there you can see that there's a single inline chip, and that's an op amp, and so they're the, we're sort of going backwards in the circuit here. Just coming back here to those pins here. So that's actually after it's done all its high, middle, low, bass and treble. It comes down through those channel faders, then goes into the hamster switch, and then it goes into the feather fader, and it comes out of, sorry, rather I should say it goes into the channel faders, then into the feather fader, then into the hamster switch, and then coming out of the hamster switch, that track and that track, coming out of the hamster switch, and I'll just follow that track to the other side, there you go, and that's left and right coming out of there, and it comes all the way up to the other side here, and it goes through some componentry, and I haven't actually looked at what that chip is, but this chip is connected to, I assume it's an op amp or some other conditioning amplifier or chip, but it's connected to this pot up here in the right hand corner, and if you have a look on the plate there, that's the master switch. So my point there with the crossfader is that you're not really mixing one signal to another. It sounded like you just wanted to be able to connect a stereo lead into one side of the fader and a stereo lead into the other side of the fader, and have a stereo out and have the fader, have the fader mix one out of one signal and into the other. But that's not really how these work. The signals are present, and it's just attenuating the signal to ground on one stereo channel or the other. And these feather faders seem to be about 470k or 500k. Okay, so there you go. I'm not sure that the feather fader is really what you want, unless you want to do what they've done and have a couple of amplifiers, and on the outputs attenuate one signal or the other, and they mix together on the other side of that. Hope that helps.